There's a cotton field past Highway 3 where the roads run wild and free. We'd park that Ford where the fence broke down, with nothing but miles around. That old dirt path still curves the same, like it's tracing out your name. And the tall grass bends when evening falls, like it hears your footsteps call. There's a wooden gate that barely swings, still humming with the songs we'd sing. I swear that place remembers us, like the earth itself was one of us. I thought I left it all behind, and taillights fading down the line. But where the wind still says your name, nothing out here's really changed. It rolls across those amber plains and echoes through my veins. We were young under a crimson sky, counting stars as time slipped by. And even now through sun and rain, the wind still says your name. There's a water pump by Miller's barn, cold as midnight on your arms. We'd splash and laugh like we had years before the world would pull us clear. Radio crackling and low and sweet, your boots tapping to the beat. You'd lean your head against my chest, saying this small town was the best. Fireflies and basin jars, we talk about runaway cars, and how someday we chase the line where the fields meet the county side. But dreams can pull like a river wide, and love don't always ride beside. Still where the wind still says your name, it circles back again and again, through broken fences, through window panes, through memory and through cane. We were bold in borrowed time, hearts steady as a railroad line, and somewhere in that golden frame, the wind still says your name. I stood beneath neon lights in cities that don't sleep at night, but nothing feels the way it did when I was just your country kid. Sometimes in the quiet dawn, I hear that screen door spark and feel your fingers lacing mine, like we never crossed that line. Love out here don't fade away, it lives in soul and summer rain, and every sunset flame. We were fearless, we were true, believing we'd see it grow. And even now I feel the same, when the wind still says your name. So if you ever pass that lane and feel a whisper through the grain, that ain't just some old country refrain. It's the wind still saying your name. There's a fence post leaning by the river bend. Paint's all gone, but it's still my friend. Every scratch on that wood knows my name, like it's been holding pieces of my yesterdays. There's a mailbox humming in the wind, same old dirt road rolling in. I can hear your laughter in the pines, like someone never said goodbye. Every mile I try to leave behind led me right back to that county line, where the gravel road remembers every promise we made in September, under skies that never seemed to end. Just two hearts and a Chevrolet wind. We were young, we were wild, we were forever, carving dreams in dusty weather. Even now when the nights grow cold, that old road still won't let you go. Where the gravel road remembers. There's a porch swing creaking after dark, like it's guarding every spark of the fireflies we used to chase, and the way your hair would kiss your face. Radio playing some old slow tune, we danced barefoot in the June. Crickets keeping steady time to the rhythm of your hand in mine. Every town I try to outrun still whispers your name at the setting sun, where the gravel road remembers every promise we made in September, under skies that never seemed to end. Just two hearts and a Chevrolet wind. We were young, we were wild, we were forever, carving dreams in dusty weather. Even now when the nights grow cold, that old road still won't let you go. Where the gravel road remembers. I thought distance would fade it out like tire tracks in a southern drought, but some loves don't wash away, they settle deep in the red clay. And every star in that country sky still shines with your goodbye, like heaven wrote it in neon light on that long two-lane at midnight. Sunday morn, fields still gold and corn still born, but time don't move the way we do. It just keeps holding on to you. Your name carved in that sycamore, still beating like it did before. And I swear I felt you in the breeze, running wild through those memories. Where the gravel road remembers every promise we made in September, under skies that never seemed to end. Just two hearts and a Chevrolet wind. We were young, we were wild, we were forever, believing love would last forever. Even now when the nights grow cold, that old road still won't let you go. Yeah, my heart still surrenders. Where the gravel road remembers. So if you ever pass that way, hear the tires hum our yesterday, you might feel what I still know. Some loves never really go, they just live where the gravel road remembers. There's a hilltop past the Miller farm where the pine trees sway and the world feels calm. We'd ride out there in your old Ford truck, watching the sky turn gold to rust. That fence post still leans by the trail like it's holding the love we can't unveil. And the wind moves gentle through the pines, whispering secrets from those times. Your hand in mine, steady and warm, we'd watch the clouds and the coming storm. And the sunlight painted your face with a softness I can't replace. I thought years would take it all away, but some nights are too bright to fade. Twilight on Pine Ridge still brings me back to this bridge of fields we knew and skies so wide, where young hearts learned to hide. We were fearless in the fading light, holding on as day turns to night. Even now my heart still sings Twilight on Pine Ridge. There's a creek where the willows bend, and nights there felt like they'd never end. We'd skip stones across the silver stream and lose ourselves in a shared dream. Radio low with a country song, your laughter rising soft and strong. You lean into me, whispering true, girl, this world won't break me or you. Fireflies glowing like tiny stars, lighting our path beneath the dark. And every promise made back then feels alive again and again. The seasons shift and roads divide, and some love drift with the tide. Still twilight on Pine Ridge guides me past the river bridge, the golden fields and evening air. I feel your presence everywhere. We were young and wild and free, two hearts calling harmony. And even now my soul believes Twilight on Pine Ridge. I walked through city streets so cold, heard stories told and tales of old, and none of it could ever show the quiet warmth of that glow. Sometimes when the wind rolls slow, I swear I see your shadow go. And for a heartbeat soft and near, I'm back again, you're here. Yeah. isn't just twilight's grace. It's us, lone pine. There's a dirt road past Thompson's farm, where the corn stands tall and the air is warm. We drive out there at the close of day, watching the sunlight slip away. That old red barn still leans just right, bathed in amber fading light, and the wind moves soft through the wheat, carrying echoes of our heartbeat. Your hand found mine as we slowed the Ford, singing softly to that old love chord. And the world felt small and wide, with you there right by my side. I thought time would dim that view, but some nights stay alive in you. Horizon's last glow still lights the path I know, through golden fields and firefly streams, where we lived our sweetest dreams. We were young under fading skies, holding on as the daylight dies. Even now my heart still shows horizon's last glow. There's a creek by the willow tree, where you said this is where we're free. We'd sit there listening to the night, stars above shining soft and bright, radio humming an old love tune, while fireflies dance beneath the moon. Your head on my shoulder calling true, saying I'll always be with you. The night wrapped us in its embrace, and I swore I'd never leave this place. Every promise we softly made felt like it would never fade. And seasons turn and rivers bend, and some roads don't loop back again. Still horizon's last glow guides me where the memories go. Every mile I wander far, I see your light like a northern star. We were fearless beneath that sky, two hearts beating side by side. And even now my soul still knows horizon's last glow. I've seen cities bright and loud, neon signs and endless crowds, but nothing ever felt this real like the quiet love we could feel. Sometimes when the wind blows low, I swear I hear your voice echo, and for a heartbeat I return to the place where our hearts burn. ride down that road last fall, saw the barn and heard the call. The wheat still sways like it did then, under skies that never end. Standing where we once had stood, I felt your warmth in the evening wood, and for a moment, soft and slow, the world was ours long ago. Yeah. Still share. We were young and we believed love was all we'd ever need, and somewhere past the years we know we're still there in that glow. So if you ever take that feel a warmth you can't forgo, that's not just sunset show, it's us in horizon's last glow. There's a field out past the railroad tracks, where the tall corn leans and the sun falls back. We park that truck where the gravel thin, and let the quiet wrap around our skin. The scarecrow still stands guard at dusk, like it's keeping watch over the two of us. And the wind through wheat still sounds the same, like it's softly calling out your name. There's a red barn door with fading paint, where we carved our dreams and borrowed faith, believing love was strong and wide, 'cause that endless country sky, I thought I could outrun those nights, trade them in for city lights. But beneath that harvest sky, you and I still feel alive. Golden fields and firefly glow, where our young hearts learned to grow. We were dancing in the afterlife, holding on with all our might. Every star up there still knows the kind of love we let it show. Beneath that harvest sky, there's a silo cast in evening shade, where we talked about the lives we'd make. You said you'd paint the world in blue, I said all I need is you. The radio playing a slow love song, we sing every word wrong, laughing like we had all night. And time was something like Hair caught fire in Sunset Beach, like the cover of my favorite dream. And I swore that moment wouldn't fade, like footprints that the rain can't take. But seasons turn and people move, and some roads split in two. Still beneath that harvest sky, you and I don't say goodbye. It's written in the amber brain, and every drop of autumn rain. We were fearless, we were sure, love like ours would always endure. And every breeze that passes by still carries us beneath that sky. Heard 1,000 restless beats, but nothing sounded the way it did when we were just two country kids. Sometimes late at night, I swear, I smell that cool September air and see your shadow next to mine, frozen there in golden time. Heavenly that harvest sky, you and I still never die. And every sunset's fading light, and every long and lonely night. We were young, that we believe in every promise that we breathe. And somewhere in that amber high, our love still lives. It never died beneath that harvest sky. So if you ever drive back through, when the fields turn golden view, look up where the daylight sighs. You might see us in the sky beneath that harvest sky. There's a winding back road past the mill, where the creek runs slow and the air's still. We take your old Ford and roll out wide, with the world left far behind. That wooden fence leans in the sun, holding memories of when we were young. The wind moves soft through the trees, carrying laughter on the evening breeze. Your hand found mine as we rode along, singing softly to our favorite song, and the golden light stretched long within, wrapping us in warmth within. thought I could leave it in the past, but some nights like that always last. Back roads and evening skies still bring me back to your eyes. Golden fields and whispered streams, where we lived our young daydreams. We were barefoot in the twilight glow, holding tight to what we know. Even now my heart replies to back roads and evening skies. Back roads and evening skies. There's a barn by Miller's Creek with a rusty roof and weathered peak. We'd climb up there when the day was done, watching the last light touch the sun. Radio playing some old love tune, my shadows dancing under the moon. You'd lean in close, your head on my chest, saying nothing else could feel so blessed. Fireflies glowing in the corn, lighting up the past we mourned, and every promise in the air felt too strong to ever tell. And seasons move and rivers bend, and some dreams don't always stay, my friend. So back roads and evening skies guide me where my memory lies. To every mile and every field I feel the love that time won't steal. We were fearless beneath that glow, hearts entwined and moving slow. And even now my soul complies with back roads and evening crowds, but none of them could ever hold the quiet warmth of that soft gold. Sometimes when the wind blows soft and low, I swear I hear a voice echo, and for a moment I'm there, riding down that back road where saw the creek, the barn, and the timber. The sky was painted amber and rose, just like it did when we chose to hold that moment close and tight under the soft fading light. And for a heartbeat I could see to be. Yeah, back roads and evening skies, a love that never says goodbye. It lives in fields and golden streams, and all the laughter of our dreams. We were young and we past the years and miles, we're still there beneath the we'll take that road where the creek and the wildflowers grow, and feel the warmth you can't define. That ain't just evening light, it's us on back roads and evening sky. There's a long 2-lane past Carson's field where the corn grows tall and the paint peels. You drive out there with the windows down, just chasing quiet through that town. That old gas station flickers at night, buzzing under a broken light, like it's holding on to yesterday and the words we didn't say. Your boots up on the dashboard frame, tracing circles in the dust by Maine. And the sunset spilling slow, like it didn't wanna go. I thought I could leave it all behind, like tire tracks fading over time. But amber skies and empty roads still carry the love we chose. Golden light on your silhouette, a memory I can't forget. We were young with nothing to lose, just restless hearts and hand-me-down truths. And even now my soul still knows amber skies and empty roads. There's a water tower painted blue that rubs the bleeds like the morning dew. We carved our initials in that rail, like love would never fade. Meadow humming soft and slow from a summer long ago. You leaned your head against my chest, said this small town's the best. Fireflies and tall grass rose, lighting up the world we'd known. Every promise felt so strong, like it couldn't go wrong. The seasons shift and people change, and some dreams gone stay the same. Still amber skies and empty roads echo with the words we spoke. Every mile I drive along feels like heading home. We were fearless in that glow, believing love would always hold. And somewhere past the county posts, we're still there on empty roads. I seen skylines straight to dark, heard city trains and neon sparks, but nothing ever felt so wide as you there by my that lives in dust and twilight, yeah, in every silent prayer. We were young and we believed love was all we'd ever need, and even now my heart still roams through amber skies and empty roads. So if you ever drive out west, past the place we love the best, and see the sunset softly close, that ain't just evening's glow, it's us in amber sky